Hi Scorpio, thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel. This is your reading for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising for the rest of the year. It's a Lenormand reading, so I'm excited to do it for you, and members, you get to see this early. I'm filming this on the hottest day of ever. I've never seen it hot like this ever, and in Canada it just doesn't happen. So the last time it was this hot was like 1940s, and it wasn't as hot as this. So yeah, anyway, I'm running the fan. I hope it doesn't bother you, and you can see parts of this beautiful sunset. The sad part of it is that it is a little orangey red, which suggests that there's a forest fire, which is really, really sad, especially this early in summer. We just started. Anyway, I hope we get some rain. I gotta get the rain stick out and make it rain. Anyway, I hope wherever you are well and protected, and the heat's not getting to you if you're in Canada. Then we have 83 preparing. These are the oracle cards for the upcoming 6 months. Teacher energy. Oh, I'm loving this light. I pushed myself to do this reading, so. Then we have loneliness, number 9. This is the Hermit card, representative of Virgo, a solitary journey. And then we have number 70, fast. And the last card of the oracle cards is number 22, synchronicity. So it feels as though maybe the next few months are going to be a bit of a stationary period for you. I think you've gone through quite a robust, vibrant time in the last few months, and now you are consolidating everything that you've picked up on, everything that you've experienced. You're sort of taking it all in and figuring it out. I forgot to mention that this is the card of Taurus, the Hierophant, in the traditional tarot. So you have learned quite a bit from your recent months and whatever you've been doing. And I feel as though you have found like certain things that are meaningful to you, whether it's religion or a belief system, a cult. I'm just kidding. But you have found some things that are meaningful to you. And so now you are meant to absorb it and think about it a little bit deeper. Think about what it means to you, and all those kinds of things. So it is a bit, at this present time, a time in which you're meant to be on your own a bit, introverted, thinking about things, thinking about the past. You're in a transformational stage because the North Node is in your 8th house. Regardless if you're a sun, moon, or rising, there is that element of transformation there. And as that happens, just step into it. Believe that the transformation is happening. Allow yourself to be alone. Allow yourself to be guided in the direction that life is taking you. As you let go and trust and put faith in this process, synchronistically things will come in and really fill up your life. So if you're wondering if the next 6 months are going to be lonely, I don't think so. I think the moment that you forget about the fact that you're alone is the moment when it becomes full of new things coming in very fast. And you might see like things coming through in different pairs or complement to each other, such as, like you meet a couple people in 2 different places and it's about the same topic or area of interest, and like you have meaningful, you get a job that needs a car, and then you find the perfect car for you at the reasonable price. All those kinds of things are going to be happening for you towards the end of this year, the second half, starting now. Now I'm going to use my Lenormand cards to do this part of the reading. I made these cards several years ago. I published them and then I took it back, which I've done with all of my decks, so they're out of print. But I'm thinking of putting something out for you guys soon. So depending on, selling cards is an interesting job. Okay, so we have First card is the fox. Wise, wise Scorpio. So whatever you've been through or going through, you've come out in a very, your wisdom filled, very, very smart energy. Then we have the birds. I'll lay down the first 7 cards just straight out. And then we have the stork. So you heard some gossip and you went a different direction. You were looking at a situation, but you heard people say certain things and it took you in a complete different direction. The ship is at the center. A part of this has to do with moving forward and moving on. I feel like this is like almost like high school environment or your hometown environment. Everything is very incestuous. You know, people like a clicky energy, and you were defined by it for so long, and now you're moving on in a new direction. Then we have the woman energy. So this could be you or a woman is around you that's important. Then we have the bear, and then we have the garden. Okay. So it looks as though maybe 2 women are not in collusion, but they're working together for wonderful outcomes. And there will be a lot of wonderful outcomes to their circumstances. If they're putting in time into work, there will be lots of different business opportunities, lots of business directions. I have a feeling that for some of you, this is a homosexual relationship. So if you're gay, then particularly female lesbians or like bisexual women, this person that you, if this is your situation, then this is an abundant relationship that you're beginning with a lot of opportunity, with a lot of breakthroughs, very, very abundant energy of love. Now, if you're not in that category of things, again, a very close friendship, I could sense sisters or close friends, more on the feminine side of things, but if you're masculine, then sure, adapt that to your energy. Or if you're a heterosexual woman, you can still find that bond with another female and get those things created. And so the garden is like a plethora, such an abundant plethora of opportunities. I think from the intro cards to this, I'm feeling like there is this like common thread that like you've went and you did something, and now you're decompressing it because you're about to go in a different direction. I'm combining readings, and ultimately you're going to set your path to working in a different direction with someone else for a very specific purpose, and that's going to be very like high yield outcome. There's going to be a lot of wonderful outcomes to do with that, and it has to do with, you know, your expertise. The fox is your primary card for the latter part of the year, so whatever you're doing, you're already sort of studied up on it, and maybe you went to school for it, or maybe you have a lot of experience with it. Then we have chastity here. So I feel as though there is a low level temptation to kind of do office politics level type stuff, but this is saying that like being clear and being professional is your strength, and you don't want to level down your qualities and strengths. The next message is the man. This is so interesting. So a man could have been central to your recent past affecting your present. There could have been a lot of back and forth between women about a man, a pushing and shoving sort of energy. Maybe not you, but maybe you were in the vicinity, and so you sort of became afflicted by their paranoia and their problems with self-esteem. And then we have the snake. And so you had enough wisdom I think you left. I think, and this is not the first time that I've seen this energy. Leaving a situation behind, moving on, wisdom and cunning, irregardless of what anybody else says and does. You're moving on in a different direction here. turning a different direction. Wise move, Scorpio. This was a petty dynamic, you know. Low Taurus got this, and another sign got the same energy, leaving something behind in the recent past that was just rats in a bucket. And I suppose this could have to do with the pandemic, that there was, you know, a lot of people that were pushed to their edge and their true personalities came out. So such things as like bad behaviors. Oh, good. Okay, so at the center you have the clover. So this is your core card for the entire 6 months. Luck, luck, luck. I feel like Taurus, I feel like I'm repeating myself, so you may want to watch their video. I feel like it's not the same cards, it's just the same frequency. Like Taurus, the other space was beneath you because it had these gossipy, you know, kind of things that were just petty. So the next message is the mountains. So going a different direction, like starting your own business for some of you, there will be things that are tough that you have to face. So, you know, obstacles, personal challenges, working hard to get something achieved in a particular direction. You might have to prove yourself in a job, or, you know, take out loans to make something happen. I feel as though in order to kind of connect with a woman, this is maybe relationship related or not, depending on your situation, there will be barriers to trying to achieve communication with this person. The next message is paths. And so I think that in the upcoming time, in the upcoming months, you are going to be very karmically responsible for the choices you make. So it's a very, very karmic time. I know people say this all the time, but it's in a good way. It's like make sound choices and have positive outcomes from those sound choices later, you know? Yeah, just very, very beautiful energy. And then we have the lily. Very, very nice energy here. So, so your outcome is growing in expertise and knowledge and knowing about your circumstances. I feel like this is also leveling up, like taking responsibility onto your own shoulder to grow a business or a company, to separate yourself. Maybe you sold things at a store on behalf of a company and now you're branching out and doing your own. I feel like opening up your own store sort of energy, opening up your own. I feel like it's a creative thing that you put a lot of effort into. It's a huge part of who you are. So for example, you are a clothing designer, and so this energy, you in some way are putting in energy to sell clothes on your own. The sunset is happening right now as we speak, and the sun is bright, bright red. So there's indeed a forest fire here, and very, very sad. It's beautiful, and yet it's very sad. I'll film it tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow it'll be good news and the sun will set normal, but the red setting sun is not necessarily like a good energy. It tells us that, you know, there's something wrong out there. There was this saying I said last week, and I'm going to take a picture as we do this, so sorry guys, just in case I miss it. But and I'm not going to get up to do it, just a little picture for memories. But anyway, so last week there was this saying that if it gets quiet in the forest, that's a sign to leave, right? Because that means there's something in the forest that's a danger. And that includes like forest fires and other things. And little animals know that, you know, there's like, if it gets quiet, it's not safe there anymore. If the birds are not chirping and if nothing is making a sound. Okay, I'll show you guys the video at some point in one of these videos, but sorry about that. But yeah, so it feels like I just feel like the wisdom to know when to go, you know, and this is about the next 6 months for you is pursuing that dream of what's inside. The perfect example is a person who makes, you know, clothes, or is a fashion designer, and going out on their own and seeing the possibilities, taking something onto their own shoulders to make it into a business and so forth. And you will be successful by doing that. Then we have the anchor. This is actually saying is you're not supposed to settle for what you have at this time. So whatever job, maybe there was a man who gave you an opportunity that seemed kind of good on some level, but it was really not that good on a deeper level. This could include a relationship, but it could offer a job offer or something. Like maybe you were about to quit and your boss is like, well, I'll give you a promotion. That promotion's not enough, okay? So the anchor is saying, like, you can do better. And then we have the coffin. So I think that definitely a big ending with regard to a situation in the recent past affecting the present moment. If you have lost someone in the recent past, I'm not predicting that something will happen to you or someone around you. This is retroactive, meaning it happened in the past. So if someone has passed, then my condolences, and it's affecting how you think, and it's making you take more risks because of that experience. You can kind of see the red on my hands, right? Look at this. Look how red it is. It's the red sun setting. Okay, so then we have the cross. So sad for all the animals. The cross, the red cross is coming. I hope so. So here, taking on more responsibility at this time, such as going off on your own, is to your betterment. It's in your favor. And so you have wisdom now. Like it's that hybrid place where you're like, I have some knowledge, but maybe not enough. And so you're taking a bit of a risk because you're going into new territory. But I think that it's the right time for you to go in this new path. You meet someone, or your friend, the friend that you're thinking about, you're having mixed feelings about them. You're wondering whether they're trustworthy, Scorpios. You're wondering if they're as loyal as it seems. I don't think you need to worry about your relationship with that person. Some of you are going to separate from this friend, and some of you are going to stay with this friend. I think it just is a case-by-case basis. Then we have flowers here. There's something from your work that comes in to help, such as contacts or like distributors, something like that, like tangible things that you know from your work that will help you in this current direction. And then we have the Hamsa, protection from outside sources. You might get like investors helping you to where you are going with this. And then we have fish. So I told you, success at work. The reading is super work oriented, and it's like a blessing for you that got the moon on the bottom. And I didn't intend it to be this way, but it very much is. And if this is a woman's run business, it's going to be extremely successful. And I think that it's going to yield wonderful results. Let's take a look at your cards, your dice here. This is like the astrological signs you need to watch out for. It's the sun set, so it's hard to get the camera to focus. There we go. We have the Scorpio and Capricorn energy. So be on the lookout for Capricorn and Scorpio energies. They will be your markers of the future in a good direction. And then we have the North Node in the 3rd house. Pluto is in your 3rd house, Scorpio, through this transit. And Saturn is in the 4th house. I kind of link the 3rd and 4th house together along the IC. Something to do with, it really feels as though this is something that you've done since you were very young. You know, like clothing design, like art, something that you did for not money when you were young. You were trying to professionalize in this. And I think you'll find you have patrons and you have people who support you. So there's people at your back giving you positive energy to help you achieve where you are going. Okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to make the energy real. And I'll talk to you soon. Have a good rest of the year. Bye.